one of our lead ambassadors, Stephanie, is constantly providing value to the network. So she is a seven-figure legal nurse consultant. She's been doing this for quite some time. But today, she is going to be sharing with us how she has used AI in her business. I have just a couple questions. I know that you were sharing some stuff with me about an AI course that you had created. So I have to start with this. You're selling an LNC course for what was it? 547? Is that
Yes.
correct? I have seen others charging upwards of like 5K and even $8,000 for courses like this with just so much value of how to, save yourself time. And I think a lot of what I see is like you're saving so much time by doing this that that's where they really get you with that 5 and 8K. So, what is the
Yeah.
catch? Why is yours so cheap? Can you just like tell us what is going on? What are we going to be talking about today?
There is no catch. The catch is you're overpaying everyone else and they're overcharging you. Information is cheap now. AI has changed the game, and the LNC industry, it's behind, just like the rest of the world. A lot of people are intimidated, but paying thousands of dollars for information, it shouldn't exist anymore. Point blank.
That's crazy. So, are you saying that like other LNC courses are scamming nurses?
I don't know if it's scamming, but the prices are inflated, truthfully. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, like I said, the world still doesn't understand how AI works, or they're afraid of it. So they avoid it altogether. I think not just the medical industry, in every industry feels that. And it's costing us too much
Mhm.
otherwise. Information is just readily available now. There's so many that don't know AI, don't know how to use AI, don't know how to prompt AI, so they don't know how to get the right information still. And what do we do when we are intimidated by something? We just completely avoid it.
So, what made you decide to disrupt this? Like, why do you want to charge less when you could charge more?
Honestly, I could charge more, and I'm tired of watching nurses. I feel like people are getting ripped off now. I've been using AI for going on 5 years at this point. I even retired my 16-week thousands of dollars mentorship program because it just doesn't make sense to charge that kind of rate anymore. It doesn't. So for me, it's important to get information to the nurses who are looking for it. That was the whole point of me starting my legal nursing business and the whole point of me starting coaching in the first place.
What's the difference between like the AI course and the 16-week program that you just spoke about? Those words get thrown around a lot and intertwined.
So this is so important because you know what, most people in the industry do blur the lines.
Hmm.
You're asking me, what's the difference between a course and a mentorship or a program? So
Yes.
courses provide information. They're educational. They teach you context, knowledge, foundational stuff. They should be affordable. Like hundreds of dollars affordable, not thousands anymore, because you're just getting information. Think of it like a textbook. Think of it like scraping the web for all the accurate, important, correct information and putting inside a course or a textbook. Programs, on the other hand, they provide implementation, they provide the support and the transformation. That's the coaching, the mentorship, the feedback, that's the hand holding, the accountability piece. Programs cost more because you're paying for people. You're not just paying for information. And that's justified. You're paying for people and their time, not just information. It's not just a book. It's the difference between the book and the teacher. Here's the problem, I think, with the LNC industry right now. LNCs are charging program prices for course information. Three, five, $8,000 I've seen for just information. They bundle it all together and they add some personal support in and they call it a program. It's justifying the high price. But the coaching and the feedback, the support, it lacks or it's limited maybe. It to me, that's not beneficial. And courses shouldn't cost $8,000. They just shouldn't. And that's why I chose to separate them. Information is cheap. Implementation is expensive, but you should know what you're paying for.
That makes total sense. So, When a nurse sees like a six or $8,000 price tag on an LNC program, do you think that they should be asking, like, is this actual coaching? Like you said, like they're paying for a person or just videos?
If it's is it just videos and PDFs? Because
Hmm.
I have pre-recorded videos and content before. That's a course. Don't pay mentorship prices if you're not going to get a real person, a real live person, a brain, a consultant, something that can be, act, and do, right? And
Hmm.
teach and elevate you. That's the difference.
There is another myth that I would like to talk about for a second. A lot of people online are charging a lot of money for certifications. So let's talk about certifications for a second. I know that there's a lot of courses that push the certification hard, but you don't. Can you explain why?
Because the AALNC, for one, that organization that issues a certification has even put in print saying you don't need it to be successful.
Hmm.
And it's true. If you know me by now, you know my story. I don't believe in it because you attorneys are looking for your RN license. They're looking for your clinical experience. They're looking for your background. You don't get any of that from a legal nurse consulting certification. That's it. Bottom line.
So why are there people out there that are charging thousands for this certification?
That's the problem. There is still a lot of misinformation out there, and that becomes a challenging part, which
Hmm.
is why AI can be helpful if used appropriately. So,
Yeah.
like I said before, your RN license, your clinical experience, the right information in your hands, that's what gets you started. Connecting with the right person and the right network, that's the power. A certification is not going to get you anything. And I do think, honestly, it's a market spoof.
Yeah. So if nurses don't need the certification and don't need to spend $5,000, and the only thing that is truly valuable to them is their RN license, you just said that, and their clinical experience, and of course, like the right information. So what's stopping these nurses from just Googling this stuff?
Nothing is stopping them except for the fact that Google now it's like the 6 o'clock news, in my opinion. It's gossip,
Hmm.
it's everywhere. Just because it's online doesn't mean it's true and accurate. And even more important, the AI searches that Google and Yahoo and all them have now, it's going to tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. Because it wants you to come back for more. So even AI can fool us. So now, if you don't know what you're looking for, and you can't tell if it's accurate or not, and you don't know the difference between right and wrong, you're kind of stuck in the same place and you've wasted hours. AI provides information. That's okay. But how do you use it to your advantage? This is why a course like mine is so valuable. And quite possibly, I don't know any other course that teaches this. I give you the prompts to program your bot so you can go get accurate information, real information, and I help you. I frame the prompts and I structure them so that it eliminates uncertainty. And we do that by using certain words and structuring the sentences and the prompts appropriately. This is something that I trialed and errored for quite a few years before realizing what it could actually do and how it could serve the entire LNC population.
Ready to start using AI the right way in your LNC business? Join the national LNC network and get access to this training along with hundreds more designed to help you land cases and grow. Join the NLNCN today to unlock the rest of this training and access exclusive member only education.